Hi guys, it's time to design, build, and test. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to build an earthquake-safe structure and test to see if it survives an earthquake. It should be made out of things you have at home and be 2 to 4 feet tall. Don't use any glue or tape because it will make it easier for you to improve your design after you test.
Mission accepted.
Mission accepted.
Mission accepted.
What materials should I use today? I'm going to use some cardboard, paper towel rolls, rubber bands, popsicle sticks, and paper clips. You can use whatever you have on hand to build yours. Be creative.
I found some old folders and metal clips. I can hold things together with them. And googly eyes, because they're fun.
I found some cereal boxes in the recycling. I also have some duct tape and some glue.
Don't you remember? No tape or glue allowed.
How can I make things stick together without glue or tape?
Building without tape or glue lets us iterate faster and makes it easier to reuse materials. There are lots of ways to hold things together.
You can use paper clips, binder clips, twisty ties, clothespins, or even pipe cleaners.
That's right, or string, ribbon, or rubber bands. Okay, it looks like we're ready. The first step is brainstorming. This is where we think about how we're going to solve the problem. Ask questions like, what shape do we want our building to be? How high are we going to build it? What might be a good design for our building? Next, we prototype. Prototyping is when you build a model and test your solution. Does the design we thought of work? There's only one way to find out. Let's build it and test it.
But how do we test it?
We can't make a real earthquake.
Find a hardback book or other flat, solid object, like a piece of wood or a cutting board that your prototype will fit on. Set that on a table and let it hang over the edge. Put your prototype on the flat object, then shake, 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 shake your flat object. This will create motion that simulates the ground moving during an earthquake. How did your structure do?
Oh no, my building fell over almost immediately. What can I do to make it more sturdy?
I put something heavy on my bottom floor. It helped keep my building upright.
Good idea. We know that buildings aren't usually empty. In engineering terms, everything inside the building, including people and furniture, is called a live load. So when testing, we need to consider the live load within our buildings. You can use some toys or a small water bottle for your live load. For safety, make sure your load is secure so it won't fall off when testing. Then put your load in different places in your building and test again. Remember, engineering is all about asking questions, building, testing, and asking more questions to fix any problems, and test again. Here are some questions to ask as you design, build, and test your prototypes. How does where you put your live load affect your building in an earthquake? Did putting weight in your building make the challenge harder or easier? Why? What else could you use to simulate an earthquake? If you had access to any building material, what would you use? And why? Want a bigger challenge? Try these ideas. Make your building taller and see what happens. Put toy people in your structure. What happens to them in your simulated quake? How can you make your building safer for them? Put 2 buildings next to each other. What happens when the earthquake hits? Now it's your turn. Find your building materials, brainstorm a solution, then design, build, and test. But most of all, have some fun with engineering. You can share what you build on Facebook using #TheTechChallenge.